It's a recital night at a packed New York City concert hall. Barry Green in the wings watches a young violinist freeze mid-piece, bow trembling in the spotlight. His heart races, thoughts spinning like an out-of-tune metronome. What if he told her the biggest obstacle isn't the notes or the crowd, but the inner game playing inside her mind? That inner dialogue, that's the real performance. Barry introduces a simple but revolutionary idea. You aren't just one musician, you're two. This split causes endless mental wrestling. Understanding it flips the whole practice experience. Green shares a story from a Suzuki workshop where a young piano prodigy couldn't stop the nervous voice in her head, self one. Instead of fixing her mistakes, her inner critic amplified them until she was frozen. But when she shifted focus to felt sensations and just let self two take over, her hands moved freely again. Think of self one as a strict, impatient coach shouting instructions mid-play, and self two as an expert musician simply playing, free from judgment. It's like a tennis player overthinking their swing versus just letting muscle memory flow. When self one steps back and trusts self two, the magic happens. Once musicians embrace this duality, fear and distraction shrink. The critic's voice quiets. Performers feel present, immersed, and fully in control, not by sheer willpower but by mindful observation. The surprise, less effort leads to more excellence. Most musicians dread errors, they trigger stress and harsh self-judgment. Barry flips this script, turning mistakes into a goldmine of information you can mine for growth. At a Berkeley music camp, Barry watched a flutist obsessively rewind her mistakes on tape, her frustration growing until she tried a new approach. Rather than berate herself, she listened exactly to what went wrong, noting tone, timing, and tension objectively. This simple shift turned anxiety into curiosity, turning each flaw into a useful signal, not a disaster. Imagine a scientist in a lab observing an experiment. When data deviates from expectations, they don't panic, they note the difference and hypothesize. By treating your playing as an experiment, your inner critic loses power. You become the calm observer, gathering clues to refine your technique instead of attacking yourself. Musicians who adopt this mindset progress faster and perform with greater confidence. Pressure drops, focus sharpens, and practice becomes playful discovery. The revelation: mistakes, when truly seen, accelerate mastery instead of derailing it. Nervousness tightens your muscles and mind. Barry reveals a simple mental trick that turns tension into effortless presence, a secret weapon for any performer. Barry recounts a master class with a jittery cellist struggling to control bow speed. He asked her to notice her breath and shoulders, intentionally relaxing each muscle. Instantly her hands softened and the sound blossomed. By using physical relaxation cues, she calmed her mind and gained true control. Think of your mind like a camera lens. When it's clenched, the image is blurry and shaky. When you relax and focus on the actual image you're playing, the lens sharpens effortlessly. You stop chasing perfect results and instead immerse in the moment, where excellence lives naturally. Adopting this relaxed focus rewrites the inner dialogue. Anxiety fades, fingers find their path with ease, and the performer taps into what athletes call flow. The shock: mastery isn't about pushing harder but learning when to let go. Back in that recital hall, the violinist takes a slow breath, silences her inner critic, and watches her bow move like it's playing itself. That nervous energy shifts as she lets self two lead, mistakes become guides, and focus relaxes like a calm river. Try this. Next time you practice, pause, note a mistake without judgment, then soften your body before playing again. It's game-changing. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.